to Talking Comics issue 40. We are back once again at Limited Edition Comics with Rich, the boss, and here with a great range as always.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, cool. We aim to please, and we please to aim.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I suppose we should get on with the news.
Yeah, good stuff. Where do you want to start?
Well, let's start with the Harley Quinn ongoing series.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. We've got Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor, and they did a little teaser piece of art, and everyone went, wow, this is cool.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time since we've seen a Harley Quinn ongoing series, or a series that people get their teeth
Probably
into.
because the Harley Quinn side character that she is, right?
Yep.
Let's be honest, is not always the most popular tool in that box.
No, yeah, that's very true.
But you go to the cons, there is a hardcore group of not men but women who really love Harley Quinn. They want anything Harley Quinn. They dress up as Harley Quinn, they buy all the Harley Quinn toys, and they are the girls that will be on that Harley Quinn comic.
And do you know why?
And the men always love Harley Quinn. We all love Harley Quinn.
Because she doesn't like your typical comic book character.
No, she doesn't. No.
She's very sort of... we get girls walking down the street looking like that, you know, small mini dresses on, hair and ponytail, black and red.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
I don't know what street you're living on, but I want to live there as well.
This is Stevenage, mate. Anything happens in Stevenage.
When I was there, I would like to live there as well. Joe Mad, if you got to see the Meanwhile section from a couple of weeks ago, we had Joe Mad. He's doing an Inhuman comic, and the cover was there, and it looked amazing. I mean, Joe Mad, I don't want to go on too much more about Joe Mad, because we did that.
He's great.
Me and Zach did that already, but Joe Mad is brilliant. And,
he's a great artist. He's one of those artists that you can really get yourself into his art. He's got so much depth, and even the Savage Wolverine stuff he's been doing, there's some great backgrounds, great artwork.
Do you find that when Joe Mad comes out that there's a rush to buy it?
There is initially, then it slows down, and there's a mad rush for it later on, because I think everybody's excited, and I think because we
then there's that middle lull, and then there's like, oh, actually, I really want this comic.
Yeah,
right.
It's because we stock a lot of it, and anything Joe Mad touches turns to gold, and we're overstocking it because we'll sell it for not that week, not the month, not the year. It'll be 2 or 3 years down the line. I wish to God that we had more Battle Chasers.
Yeah,
we could just sell that all day.
Oh my God, yeah, Battle Chasers, amazing.
And Danger Girl. Yeah. So books that were published 14 years ago that stand up against everything that's published today. So,
brilliant.
Anyway,
so another thing that came out in the Meanwhile section was these Marvel Knights comics that Marvel are releasing. They had the Spider-Man, the Hulk, and what was the other one? It was X-Men, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And those Marvel Knights comics covers looked very nice. And the Marvel Knights brand just allows us to have a little bit more edge. A little bit more, bit more violence.
We can't say darker again, can we?
We can't. No, but just a little. It's just a little bit more of. That style.
We want to see characters reacting to real life situations. I mean, in comics, because they're all ages, if someone punches someone in the face, they're not going to say, "Oh, damn, that really hurt." They're going to say, "Oh, F." So
and you get to see the impact of the face, and it's not just they can't just fudge that away in the Marvel Knights. And it's really built for those people that want that slightly more realistic.
Exactly. I mean, if we go back to the Daredevil stuff, which launched it back in '98, you've got things like Kevin Smith putting in AIDS.
Yeah,
you got Bullseye killing Karen Page,
and being drugged actually. Getting drugged. That was quite. I think at the time that was quite a.
It's edgy,
definitely.
Edgy concept, not making sense because obviously we've all grown up as readers. We want to read stuff like that. Yeah. So well done. Okay. It's good news.
Well done, Marvel.
Cool.
Rob Liefeld has confirmed the existence of a X-Force movie. They claim that San Diego is going to be the place that they announce this. So if you're watching this, that you're getting it before San Diego. They're saying that the X-Force movie is coming.
Yeah, I'll be up for that. Yeah. Anything Marvel produces based on X-Force, Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men, I'll go and see it, definitely, because it'll be great. And X-Force has that, it's got that possibility of making it a bit more, like, bloodier, gorier, heads coming off, arms
is it
coming
Fox,
off.
though? It's Fox again, isn't it?
It is.
And it's going to be Miller who's consulting them on that, isn't it?
I have no idea. But obviously you give us the news about that. So
I will,
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a bunch of a-holes.
The next big piece of news that we've got is about Vertigo. Vertigo itself, some time ago we spoke about the fact that Berger got fired.
No, she left.
Well, she left. Whatever, pushed.
No,
left.
I don't think so. I think
That's an interesting conversation in its own right. I'm not going to fight you on that. If you say she left, I will believe that.
I think she's done her time. She's done exceptionally well as an editor. She's brought on some.
She walked.
Brilliant.
You sure?
I reckon she walked because she had a golden handshake.
Okay.
I really don't think
that's
she was
push then.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Golden handshake is a push.
It's not a push.
All right, whatever.
It's like, look, we're changing everybody's job descriptions.
Guys,
here's a nice redundancy package.
Comment section below. Tell us what you think. Whether Carol got fired, pushed. Karen. Whether Karen got fired. Okay, I'll try that again. Guys, comment section below. Let us know if you think that Karen got pushed, fired. Left of her own accord, because I'm interested to know what people think on the whole. But they brought out a previews book.
Brilliant.
Have we? Newbell, could you pass me a previews book? It's just over there. Cheers. I don't think it's behind me. Let me hold that up. Thank you very much, Newbell.
Cool. Go for it.
So we've got the previews book here, and it had quite a lot of big names in there, like huge names in there.
Well, the biggest one has to be Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman
with the new Sandman.
I would say actually the biggest one has to be Scott Snyder.
No. well, no. I mean, Scott is a great guy.
Actually, no. You know what? I would say the biggest name has to be Jeff Lemire.
No.
Yeah.
No, so disagree. Neil Gaiman is a legend in the comic book industry.
Jeff Lemire is my man. He's my man.
He's brilliant.
He's my man.
Snyder. He's really
Snyder
good,
is my second man.
Neil Gaiman is the guy who can make it happen.
Yeah.
And let's face it, his original Sandman stuff, back from the 80s, all the way through to when Vertigo was launched as an imprint to give more diversity to readers in the industry. I think, Neil Gaiman is the guy. His Books of Magic stuff was brilliant.
Yeah. And it's going to sell an absolute...
Sandman's going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's Overture.
But what's interesting is that a lot of people were worried, that Vertigo was a dying...
Because of Berger leaving.
Because that's right, because Berger left. And they thought that they were going to remove a lot of the brands. And one of the biggest things that I think upset fans was the fact that Constantine was pulled off the Vertigo brand, Hellblazer, as it was known, and turned into Constantine in the New 52.
Okay.
And
good move from DC business-wise.
It was, because what it was, and what we see now, the reality is that it was an upgrade. It was a promotion to the Premier League, if you like.
Yeah, I think so. And also,
not that this is by any means First Division, but I think that they saw how big he was, and they wanted him on that. They wanted him on that New 52.
Of course they do. And it is selling 5 times the amount of what it was as Hellblazer.
Is it?
It is. Yeah, we're selling far more copies. We sold out #1.
Right.
We've never sold out of a Hellblazer comic, and that was literally a handful of copies to stand all the people.
Well, there's one thing I actually want to... I looked through, and this was really interesting to me. It's a comic book called Collider, which is going to be a physics-based comic book. And someone recently asked me about, in the comments, because I was commenting about the fact that there was a major fail of physics by Scott Snyder in Superman. And someone put in the comment section, could you let me know a good physics comic? Well, I don't know if this is a good one, but it is coming out, and it's called Collider, and it's why not give it a push, give it a try?
Yeah, well, I think any Vertigo book is definitely worth picking up issue 1, or maybe the first 3 issues to see how it goes.
Just to see, give it the old good 3 issue.
Look at The Wake. Everybody tried The Wake. It's a Scott Snyder book. It's basically a book that's against what he's been doing, American vampires, Gothic noir vampires. Yeah. You've got Superman, which is generic superhero mainstream stuff. You've got Batman, which Zach has obviously loved.
Will review in next week.
And The Wake, something completely different to what Snyder's actually been doing for the last sort of few
years.
American
Vampire, don't forget.
Yeah, well, did say it, the Gothic vampire, which is cool.
So,
but no, I think Vertigo, give it a go. I mean, the nice thing about Vertigo as well, you can buy the TPBs and you've got solid stories in a book.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you pick up the comic books, you've got the TPBs and the hardcovers to rely on later on down the line. So yeah, brilliant.
Guys, the only piece of information that I've still got left to give to you is about the fact that there was a new Spider-Man Electro teaser, which looked absolutely pants. I'm not even going to give you a chance to drop it.
No,
it was awful. It's awful. Yes,
great.
Spider-Man, the first one, the reboot was awful, and I really think that this new Electro looks terrible. I'm sorry, Jamie Foxx. I still don't like you. No, I do. I'm joking. You're all right, but I honestly was not impressed with that, and I just not a big fan of this reboot.
It looks good. It's different.
Sony, drop it and send it back to Marvel. Let's get Marvel. Let's get Disney back onto it.
That would be a good point. I mean, get Spider-Man back on there, but I think they would just make it too formulaic.
Okay.
So no, likes it. Go and watch it yourself.
Look at it. Yeah. Comment section below.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you so much for paying attention to this issue of Talking Comics issue 40, the 40th anniversary of Talking Comics, and we'll see you back once again with Zach next week on issue 41.